say?
5.
All right, we are here at Ben's shop, warehouse, Miata parts storage place. So this is going to be our Chump car. We're gonna try to basically build this Chump car in one day. Get the motor in, trans in, all that stuff, get the cage cleaned up, and the wiring in, and all that. So the purpose for this build, again, is the Chump car. If you guys don't know what Chump car is, it's like a very cheap racing series. I can't remember what, Daniel, you looked up the Chump car rules. Like, is there like a car cost price or something like that?
Depending on the track.
What?
It's like a car points thing.
Yeah, but like, what about the car itself? Like, could you buy a new Mustang GT?
They want you to keep the car to be $500 before safety features.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so $500 cars, endurance racing, 12, 24 hours, like a mix?
Yeah, they have ones that are like 8 hour, they call those ones like sprint races, I think.
Okay.
Or there's some other word for it, but they have like 8 hour ones, they have 12, 14, and 24 hour ones.
Okay, so all endurance racing, essentially.
Yeah.
So we're building this Miata, we're putting a 1.8 VVti engine out of an NB, which is totally against the rules, but you get docked points, or we don't care, because we're not gonna win anyway. Like, we have no shot at this. We just wanna go out there and have fun and do cheap little wheel racing, so we're also gonna be putting my coilovers on it for my Miata. And so Ben had the car already. Ben's got the engine and the wiring. I have the coilovers. Between me and Ben, we have wheels. The only thing we're really gonna need to buy is like tires. I mean, can you think of anything else that we're gonna have to invest into?
Like
this?
a harness?
Oh yeah, I have a harness.
Oh, no.
I have a harness and a seat.
We have to get a Hans.
Oh, we need an SFI seat though, don't we?
I have one.
Okay, so I have a harness. So it should be a pretty affordable build. So, start of the project, cleaning up the nature painted cage, as Ben calls it, and then putting a whole new drivetrain in it and wiring harness. When I say that Ben is the Miata plug, I don't mean it lightly. These are reserved for when I crash my car again. These doors here. Damn, you got a lot of red doors.
Yeah.
Holy. Subframes, more subframes, seats, wheels, lots of wheels. I think Ben's good on wheels. One use E-swap for anyone interested. One use E-swap for a Miata. Engines, wonder which one. So this is a normal 1.8, or is this a 1.6? This looks like a 1.8 to me. Let's see, nope. That would be a 1.6, this is a 1.8. It's got the cam angle sensor on this side. But let's see, this would be a VVTi engine. There's a VVTi solenoid. Ben, do you have enough spares?
No. You know anyone who's got some 4x100 wheels? Oh my god.
They're so skinny. Really calling Daniel for a reference for David, and you got us mixed up. I was like, you just wrote my name down and how to spell it, and you still called me. Oh my god.
All right, now we're wire brushing the cage. We got to get all this off so we can paint it, because the rust coat isn't probably, I don't think they'll have pass tech with that, so.
Plus eventually it'll rust.
Yeah.
Like a good engine harness on this.
So you want to start working on the harness, and I'll go ahead and throw the clutch on?
Yeah. I'm just gonna grab everything.
So we're putting a 99 on it because these have these flaps, these little butterfly valves. I don't even know really what these are for. They have them in a bunch of different intakes, not just Miata stuff, but we're putting a 99 on it because we need every bit of horsepower we can get to make up for our lack of skill. Oh, also this video is sponsored by Ben'sUsedMiataParts.com. That's what it's like if it wasn't us being friends doing this. We want to come to your warehouse and build a car out of the parts you have.
Yeah. All your used shit.
But for real though, check out Ben'sMiataParts.com. There we go. I'll make sure that I got that loose. Yep, okay, spin it. You got any predictions on when we'll be done?
Who knows?
Yeah. I want to predict by midnight. We'll be done with what we're gonna do.
Yeah, no, maybe.
I don't know though. Getting it fired up might be like a whole other.
Yeah, no, if it starts, that's a whole.
Yeah, if it starts, everything else is pretty arbitrary. The only thing I have any sort of concerns about is wiring.
But it's just a stock NV harness.
I was gonna say, since
And
we're
it
swapping
runs
the
in the same spots, it shouldn't be that bad.
Right. That's one annoying thing about Miatas is that the engine harness is not its own separate thing like a lot of cars that I've worked on. It's all integrated, like the whole harness.
Yeah, in the VVT harness, we have to swap like the ignition key and stuff like that to get the car to start up.
Oh God. That sounds fun.
It's not, but it's already all out.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not that
Just
bad.
pretty much just throw an NB column in there and then let it go.
Right, and that should...
Yeah, and I have it
bolted.
all. So it should...
At least we have every part we could possibly need. What are you doing over here, Ben?
Just slapping the header on.
Oh, we got a header?
Not a real header.
Oh, it's just like a manifold header?
Just a stock NA one. The NB ones are cast manifolds instead of tubular. So it's better than what we have, or had. I think Daniel wants to go pick up another shell tonight.
Another Miata shell?
No, 240.
Oh God. Everyone's like, you need to Loctite your bolts. Oh my God. Why are you not Loctiting your bolts? I'm like, because I want to take them off one day, because I know I'm going to have to.
I just want to see what all the YouTube people tell us we did wrong.
Oh, dude, there will be plenty. Yeah, where's the Loctite? I am going to Loctite it, because I would hate for us to be halfway through a race and have the clutch come apart. Loctiting the... You could have gone through. Loctiting the flywheel bolts. You guys should be proud of me. I'm proud of myself.
It's definitely going to be the best car at Le Mans.
Le Mans. Oh, wait. I'm about to tighten this down without aligning it. Even if you use one of these clutch alignment tools, you should check it. Yeah, that looks really pretty center. Looks like it might be a little low. Hard to tell. We're gonna let it ride though. If we can't get the trans on, that's the first thing we'll check. And for my own peace of mind, I'm gonna tighten these with the actual ratchet. You're swapping over the regulator.
Yeah.
Is that just like
Get
a
that fuel line there.
bolt-on affair? Oh.
The regulator just bolts right on.
These guys are going to town. Oh, man. So remember, the engine we're swapping in is from an NB. We're putting it into an NA. The reason we have to swap the regulator is because
The NB ones are a returnless system where the NAs are a return system, so we have to put the NA fuel pressure regulator on the NB rail so it'll return back to the tank.
and we can just keep the stock fuel system everywhere else.
Yeah.
Sick.
So you just pee in the sink, right? Is that what we do? There's no toilet.
There's a bathroom in the inside.
one.
Oh.
Directly on the other side.
I just pissed in the toilet. My bad.
In the sink?
I'm in the sink, yeah. But I ran the water. I mean,
You're not.
took the toilet out. I thought that was the one bathroom.
Yeah, no, whenever I got a shit, I just go to 7-Eleven. It's in the front room. Yeah, like what the?
Alright, so I've got the header bolted on. Ben's doing the intake manifold. David and Daniel have finished up the roll cage wire brushing.
Oh yeah.
Let's go take a gander at it while Ben removes hose for the next half hour.
Still pulling like my metal on the disc out.
Oh,
the
wire brushes.
Yeah, the wire.
What's so funny? You like piss in the shower or something?
Yeah. Well, the sink.
Oh God.
I ran the water while I did it.
Oh my god, that thing got destroyed.
Yeah, well, that's all my clothes now.
Mine didn't get that bad.
Look at that beautiful cage. Look at it. Some of the welds are
did all
kinda
this
jank.
work so that way we can leave it raw, so that way it gets new rust.
Yeah, no. This is the new look. We're just gonna clear coat it.
Oh shit, that actually probably would look pretty cool.
Yeah, they do have BMX frames.
Yeah, I used to have one that was like that.
What do you know? What color we're gonna paint it? What
Gray.
paint do we have? Gray.
Yeah. Just,
Oh wow, lame.
no, dude.
Lame. Money gang gold, son.
Sorry.
Ooh, we heard.
Get with Ben on that because I said what color and he said gray. So
That's
I-
fine. No, gray makes sense. We don't want to attract attention to the like crappy welds and stuff.
They don't.
They're not that bad. They're not that bad.
I was gonna defend them, but they're not.
I'm not like a good welder, but we don't want to draw more attention to any defects.
You're pretty good. You're
picking
a
it
lot
up really
better than me.
fast.
Yeah, we want to tell them it looks great, so it passes.
I was
test.
telling them we need money gang gold painting cage.
I don't give a shit.
This is gonna be Ben's first windshield removal. On there.
There it is.
There it goes. There you go. There you go.
That was mint, dude. You killed that.
Hey, first time for everything.
Pro windshield remover.
Oh,
God.
If anyone's interested, if you need your windshield removed, I can, guaranteed no cracks.
Yeah.
1-800 don't call Dan.
All right, so I'm taking the power steering bracket off. I already took the AC bracket off. Ben's just studying it right now. We're trying to figure out how the vacuum hoses go. You'd think the Miata guru over here would know.
I'm not a Miata guru. That's what Taylor says.
That's just what I say. So Ben's got the intake manifold swapped over. He had to take the top half off to take off the valve that he's plugging in right there, which that valve opens up those butterfly valves.
In it.
I'm sure someone can comment below what those do. I think they improve like low end torque, but I couldn't tell you exactly how.
Yeah, I believe so.
I
but
think
I'm not
that's
sure.
the purpose. Let the record show that Ben has been swapping this intake manifold for like 30 minutes, like an hour probably. Do you have anything to say about that, Ben?
I just really don't want to wire wheel the cage.
Question. You guys shake your cans like this? I like this.
I do it like that personally.
I just want to know.
Yeah. And it's the one that came with that clutch. So.
Jiggle it. That's pretty much it. I don't know if that clutch will have it. Didn't know when the clutch was spinning.
Yeah, that looks low.
Remember how I said if this trans doesn't go on, it's because of this clutch alignment tool? I never use a clutch alignment tool. Could be easier. Bring it to the right a little bit. And down a little bit. There we go.
Hey.
Bolts.
No steering set or
I need a steering wheel to whip shitties. 2 people kicking each wheel.
Yeah. Driving, but.
Motor is ready to go on the subframe. We do have to plug the EGR still, right?
Yeah, we need to plug the EGR, we need to get a starter on here, we need to put
So we can
the
cut that one pipe.
like trans power harness, like the alternator harness and all that stuff on.
Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing we did with my car. We're gonna put the whole motor
Yeah.
on a subframe and then roll it under. Alright, Ben is putting the lower like power harness. This is the one that starts back here at the battery. You can see the battery terminal connector. Runs up the power plant frame / inside like the drive shaft tunnel area. If you guys don't know what a power plant frame is, hooks to the alternator, the starter, and some other stuff. I can hardly see anything out of this mask.
Yeah, that's terrible. Probably why I don't ever weld anything.
Yeah, I got a nice mask and it made a huge difference. Ben's over here swapping the speed sensor to an NB, trying to make this like a legit swap. I think what's happening is, knock on wood, it's gone so smoothly that we're just like, we have plenty of time to do this. Check back in with us at midnight and see what our thoughts are on that.
See how much we hate life in 12 hours.
We shouldn't have wasted all that time.
Nice. Holy, that was way easier than I thought. Same.
All right, we are back to work. We're trying to get the motor. We're just buttoning up a few things. We're gonna put it on the subframe. Obviously have the car in the air. We went and got food and spray paint and took like 3 hours. So we're all full. And I made them watch the American Juggalo video on Vimeo. If you haven't seen it, it's really interesting.
Whoop, whoop.
God damn it. Whoop, whoop. These are my family. My fam.
We're just here for family.
We're all fam.
Where's the Figo?
We're all fam. We're all car fam.
Does that work? Yeah. It'll pick it up. It's not going to be like super even.
That's pretty smooth, guys. I gotta see this. Pretty easy.
It's just steadily bending every time you
Oh, God.
Super green. So what'd you get for trying to be lazy? How many will bring it down? Bring it down. There you go. Oh, hey! All right, motor's in subframe. Engine is in the subframe. Squawk.
What's the difference?
An engine is electrical, or motor's electrical, according to everybody on the internet. What?
You haven't been yelled at enough.
Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Poop poop!
I'm trying to roll it when that doesn't.
I'm glad I could help, gentlemen. Miata on a Miata. To Miata.
Yeah.
To Miata.
Nice complete thought there.
All right, motor's in the car. Time to wrap it up. Go on tonight. Go do some burnouts, right?
We're taking it to the track, actually.
Oh, right now.
Just like this, it's good to go. Motor's in.
Watch American Juggalo 2 is what we need.
We do need to watch American Juggalo too. Don't hate me if you're a Juggalo. I'm sorry. Okay, so we just had a long talk about our dilemma. So here's our dilemma. The cage isn't welded all the way around back here. I don't remember if I showed this earlier or not, but this backside, it's really going to be difficult to get the gun in there. On top of that, right now we only have a flux core welder. We have no MIG gas. And the welding helmet is like this Harbor Freight one that's like covered in stuff, and it's like super dark. I just can't see anything. So all conditions bad, plus a really hard weld. So we're holding off on that, but we need to paint, but we need to weld before the paint. We need to put the wiring harness in, but we need to put the paint before the wiring harness. So we just went back and forth, and our game plan is front suspension, paint, tomorrow morning wiring harness.
After the email sent.
And
Safety tech.
he sent an email to the safety tech to see if we need to weld that, which I'm assuming we do, but okay, back to work.
Got it.
Congrats, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, man.
We're a fan here.
No, Taylor, I'm proud of you, because you know why?
Why?
Your family.
Whoop whoop. People are gonna get sick of the joke.
I know, I'm already sick of it.
I am sick of it too, but it's still so good.
It's still pretty funny.
Me and Daniel are kind of like, I don't know what's going on with us, but we're just kind of hanging around in the sidelines right now.
Who? Who's Daniel?
David.
Damn it! I was listening like, what's? No, it's not even right.
No, I'm going home. Daniel,
I'm sorry. David.
Well, David, have a good one.
Jesus.
I like trailer for you, though. That's pretty funny.
Where
did that come from?
Ben called me it.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, there's the only way to get trailer.
I was nervous, okay?
So I quit BC and KYB hooked us up with these sick AGXs. No, but on the real, I just don't have my new coilers for the Miata, so we have to put these sick, super sweet suspension in.
It is what it is, man. What'd you think?
Now they're gonna know why we're so smart.
Update on the evening. This is
Not going well.
this is the third suspension install attempt.
Legitimately, yes. Because ball joints are not possible on used stuff.
Yeah, they've all been crappy.
Nice. That works.
So he just cut his. Did it work? Oh, wow. Dang, that one's mint too. We're gonna replace the ball joints because this is gonna be this is a racing car. No, we are.
I'm just kidding.
Don't tell them that. They're gonna think we're gonna die. It's on the list that nobody's written down yet.
It's like a mandatory requirement at this point.
Yeah, no, they're all bad. But we just need to get the car rolling so we can roll it outside and paint it. This is my idea too. We could have just rolled it out on the dolly, but
How does this work? Taylor, how does this work?
what are you doing?
I need to go the other direction.
You twist it like a ratchet.
Yeah.
Daniel's had too much. I knew I was gonna mess it up too. I quit.
Have to go up there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'll step ladder up there.
Party good, Taylor. Party up. Party up.
Party on, Wayne. Wait, you're already up there?
Ben's used Miata parts. Ben's new Miata parts.
Ben, grab it.
Is that your warranty slogan?
Yeah, everyone buys a used ball joint. I fucking tell them that.
Alright, you're good. So we're boarding the wheels because after all that work to put the wheels on, because we have no steering shaft and it's towed way out, so we just can't keep it going straight, which is super hard.
In your face.
So we're gonna take the wheels off and put the dolly back under it because it rolls super easy with the dolly.
Pulling out.
You're not in all the way.
You have to pull the bolt out. You should then absolutely work on fire. Move this
If you've had one of those
If you, oh my god, you told me you had better jack.
relax and have a
Okay, so admittedly, that was a terrible idea. I can't breathe. I'm probably high, I don't know. But it's all great. Look at how beautiful it is. It looks just fine when you don't care. David's even painting the trunk. We just painted over all the stuff that was already in here. Like all the dirt. It looks even better on camera. Dude, shit's mint. It looks so good.
5-minute feature. Seriously.
Literally 5 minutes painted the whole inside of the car. Oh, we're running out of camera life. We're all high off paint fumes. We're gonna watch some more videos. See you guys in the morning. All right, we're back at it. Wiring harness install. Gotta put all this in there. So we're swapping the entire car over to an NB wiring harness. We're gonna put an NB dash and gauge cluster in it. So it's basically an NB everything except for the shell itself. I mean, seems like the logical way to do it, right, Ben?
Work?
Does it work? Do you know that it works?
Well, we don't know that.
Can you verify to me that it works?
The harness works. The car, I don't know.
The hodgepodge of parts, maybe not. I gotta say, Ben's pretty spot on with the predictions. He said it'd take us about an hour to do this, and it took probably 45 minutes. So we got.
Taylor says I'm optimistic.
I guess usually when you're optimistic, you're right, though. I just know some people are optimistic and they're totally wrong. So we got all the wiring ran back here and everything. You know, we've got the wiring ran down underneath. It's running some stuff up here of some sort. Yeah, our goal is to try to get it started today. We swapped over, when you do a newer motor into an older chassis, like this is a 1.6 car and the throttle cable is too long. So this is an NB throttle cable, or at least a 1.8 throttle cable. You got the crank sensor. Ben's got a crank sensor because we broke this one. Cam sensor, I mean, because we broke this one because the wiring was too tight. We're gonna have to extend these eventually. So I'm gonna put that in. Got the ECU. You have to have the matching key because it's like a chip key, so you can see the key and ignition cylinder down there. Took the wiring harness out of the dash that we're gonna run to use that. We're gonna gut this dash and take the bar out and stuff because we're gonna need to weld a crossbar in the front here, attaching these two together. So yeah, that's what we did. And the rest of the wiring, literally an entire car's wiring harness, is what we swapped in here, which, because it's gutted, it took like 45 minutes. Okay, that's enough of me talking. I know you guys love when I talk, so. Okay, we have determined what we should have tried to determine in the first place, but the fuel pump's not turning on. So we're gonna trick the fuel pump to turn on, figure out, ensure which one's feed and return, because I just Googled it on the internet, because I always forget. Put the fuel lines back up, try to start it. All right, it's gonna start. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a security thing or something.
Many hours later.
Alright, group picture.
All right, on 3.
Alright, well, we're giving it up for the weekend. The ECU has power, it has ground, but for some reason it's not sending power to either the injectors or the coil packs, so.
Basically, we suck.
We suck. We don't know how to work on Miatas, and that's where we're at. So,
Monkey mechanics.
Monkey mechanics.
Or monkey
I love
mechanics.
that comment. So Ben's gonna try to figure it out, and then we've still got more stuff to do. So see you guys next time, I guess. Goodbye. Sad faces.
Bye-bye.
Is everyone sad? I'm sad.
I'm sad.
This is the one that starts back here at the battery. You can see the battery terminal connector. Runs up the power plant frame / inside like the drive shaft tunnel area. If you guys don't know what a power plant frame is, hooks to the alternator, the starter, and some other stuff.